You guys had me at CCH Pounder. I love her work. I just absolutely do. I think she's amazingly talented. And then you added Wallace Shawn into the mix, which was just inconceivable. So I think that that was amazing. Um, I loved the music for this. I love how this started. Both of these seasoned actors just had such great chemistry, not only with each other, but with the rest of the cast as well. You were invested in this right from the very beginning. You guys gave us a story with a wonderful little mystery that you wanted to unfold, and you did. And it was just, God, this was just beautiful. Everything about it. The cinematography was fantastic. The one thing, if I had to be nitpicky, the lighting for how dark it was. I wish it was a little bit brighter on that. But other than that, everything else was amazing in this. Congratulations. This was fantastic.
Um, I really liked the clock. I thought it was really good. Uh, Always great to see Wallace Shawn. Bro popped up. I was like, is that Wallace Shawn? The Leo meme. He was great in there. Everybody was great in there. All the actors were great because it's really on their shoulders, yo, to really give the script the weight that it deserves. Speaking of the script, I thought it was well written. I thought it was a clever idea. I thought the dialogue was very like because it's a and I've tried to do this before in my scripts. Like it's a tough line to walk of when you want to say something pseudo philosophical or real philosophical in a movie through dialogue and it not be like preachy or over the top or Shakespearean or Socrates and not accessible and too heady or whatever. Like there's a lot of ways that could approach could go wrong, but I think this worked brilliantly. I think the black motif really worked brilliantly. I thought all the actors um rose to the occasion, elevated the material, you know. I thought it was just an interesting overall concepts. That was really great. I thought cinematography was also great. Really well done, yo. Great job.
The ending of this was really, really sweet. It turned into a story between two old people where she just needed comfort, love, and that's really what the clock was. That she wasn't out of time to find love, and she thought it was a clock for death when it was for love. That's actually a really sweet metaphor. I loved that this had actors that were familiar in it. I know that the woman is familiar. I can't place what she's from. The old man's from The Princess Bride. I can't place what she's from. I know I've seen her in things. It's just, I loved this story where she really thinks it's about death, so she's gotten rid of everything, counting down to the point where this robber has nothing and she scares the crap out of him because she's resigned to the fact that she's going to die, and that it turns out at the end that it's a clock saying you're not out of time for love, that no matter how old you get, you're never out of time for this. It's really a very, very sweet metaphor. This was very beautifully shot. I love the cinematic quality. I love that it was shot on film. It was very beautiful. And I loved the fact that she was panicked. She was ready. She seemed ready for it, but not ready for death. The hesitancy in her voice. No matter what her words are saying, she didn't really want to die. So I really, really loved just that sweet, sweet moment where that's really what it was you're not out of time for love. It's a really sweet message to put out into the world.
In the short film The Clock, we are met with this thrilling action of sequences that we think are building up to Elle's death. She's sitting in the dark as the burglar enters, and she shows up with a frightening truth. She knows her impending doom is happening tonight. How it's going down, she's not really sure, but one thing she is sure of is that her time is running out. And as she has these interactions with several people, she's coped with the fact that she is going to die. She has these revelations and reflections of life and death itself. She's able to have these intimate conversations with the burglar. It's with, she has this gentleman who ends up being, a relative to his younger familial figure, and in doing so he's checking in and he's making sure, do you have family, do you have someone that you can lean on for support, should I call the police? And she waves at it, saying no police is needed here. I'm no longer scared of death. If it reaches my door, then my time has come, essentially. But what we get for Elle is not what she thinks is the impending doom of an end, but perhaps a beginning. We see the end of the film revealing a kiss, whether it be a kiss of death or a kiss of life. That's what we really begin to see at the end of this film. We see that this gentleman's been divorced for 30 years and never remarried, but has this very much strong connection with this midnight conversation that ends up bringing something out of him to make this final stance of, let's not meet death, let's live life with a kiss.